Coach, if you would, just start off with your thoughts about Momo and
Yeah,
who's got to step up and where that is.
yeah. Being around Momo for since January when I first met him, just a phenomenal young man. An excellent leader. Able to make a lot of plays and tackles on the field. Kind of like the quarterback for the defense, and you hear that a lot, but that's truly what he was able to do too. I thought it was really unique in the game when I realized he went down. I'm thinking, okay, I hope he's okay. Then when I realized he wasn't, I was very concerned about him. And then as a coach, you have to go, okay, who's going in? What are we going to do? How are they going to attack us? And then all of a sudden, I'm kind of looking at them, and I see all our kids go out to the cart. And I said, wow. You don't see that very often. And that showed a tremendous amount of respect they have for the type of person he is. And then at the game, he came back on the sidelines, and I was trying to talk to the coach. Hey, and Momo comes up, and all the kids just go to him. And I'm like, hey, all right, tell him thanks, and come on back. And he was over there just motivating them. He already came by this morning and said, hey, Coach, what can I do to? I said, well, you need to get down here and be a coach to him, and he will. So it is a big loss to us, not only as a player but emotionally for the kids. The positive side of it, Coach Coons has done such a good job with our backups, and Jaquez Jones was ready to go and came out there and played really well. So we're feel like that Jaquez won't be able to completely replace Momo and all the things he does, but we definitely think he's good enough to be an excellent inside backer for us.
Mike, for the last 2 years, we watched people run through our defense. The rushing defense was not good at all, and be putting it lightly. Through 2 games, we completely turned that around. You have more depth on the front. Just expand on that a little bit.
Well, it's also a small sample size right now, and we've got a lot of good football teams to play ahead. But our young men, Freddie Roach and Coach Coons and Coach Nix, have done a great job with our front. The young men have really listened to our techniques that we're playing. The little subtle details that they're playing with inside with their hands and the way the backers have their eyes in the right spot. Our big guys on the edge are setting the edge and making some plays, kind of wreaking some havoc, kind of taking some teams out of trying to run certain runs. And that's one thing about the 3-4 defense. There's certain things they're going to run against it usually. So we practice those. But our guys are playing really well, and the coaches have done a good job with them. I think just they're playing physical. I think they were laughing during fall camp. We did inside every single day. We had any type of shoulder pads on. Inside against the offense, but inside against show teams too. And Coach Luke would come down and run with the freshman linemen and run the show team for them, and it was physical and more than they've done in the past. So that's the only way we can be good at the run. So I think it's a credit to our coaches and then a credit to the young men buying into it. And you're right, we have enough guys to roll through there that they're staying fresh and physical as it goes along. And they're tackling well too. We're doing a lot of tackling drills of coming off the blocks. Because in the 3-4, a lot of times you've got to come off and so we're doing a good job of coming off and making some hits. Like Austrian made a phenomenal play on the 4th and short where he comes off the block, throws himself into it, wraps him up. Also we had Jonathan Hayes was there to make a big hit with it. So I've been proud of how they've done, but we've still got a long way to go.
Where do you think the confidence level is with this defense right now? Was that something you kind of had to build up with this group? And where would you like to see you guys improve?
Right. Well, it's something I say all the time. People kind of get tired of me saying it, but I learned from Bill Parcells, knowledge equals confidence equals playing fast. They have a great understanding of our defense and why we're doing what we're doing. That gives them great confidence, and then they play faster and they play freer. And they're able to do their technique. I always tell them, just do your job the best you can and then go make the play. And I tell them, we've got to be powerful and physical, and we've got to pursue the football. Okay, that's what you got to do just to get there. Now when you get there, you got to make the tackle or you got to take the ball away. And so I think that they're doing that. So I think that gives them confidence. We have enough in our package, and we'll add more to our package as they understand it better and better of why we want to do certain things. We have enough subtleties in our package that we can line up correctly, but then have a few subtleties in it that help us against certain things. and the kids understand why we call it, why we're doing it. They'll even come over, hey, Coach, we ought to do this and this. Great, I'm glad you're thinking that way, and they know what's going on. So I think that they feel very comfortable getting lined up and then going and playing.
After 2 games, where would you like to see you guys take the next step? Quick improvement, what needs to happen?
Well, we're not playing as well in the secondary as I would like right now, especially at the end of the game the other day. We gave up 2 or 3 plays we shouldn't have that we were right there. So playing the ball at the end of the route in the secondary and playing a little bit tighter coverage back there at times. So that's some areas we need to improve on. I think our pass rush is starting to pick up. We're starting to get a lot better at our games, and we're starting to get better at how to attack the tackle. So I think that we got to keep improving in that area, but I'd like our secondary to play better.
Mike, after Sam had that kind of rough week 1 with those 2 penalties, how impressed were you with the way he responded and kind of had a good game on Saturday against Arkansas?
Yeah, he responded really well. That was his first game, and he did some good things and in that game. Of course, there was the couple of the penalties, but I thought this past game he was freer. He was playing more active. I think the game kind of slowed down for him a little bit, and he made some really good plays. And he's a physical guy out there, and I think he really enjoyed playing this Saturday.
Mike, do you still feel okay about your depth inside? Do you anticipate moving anyone outside the end, or do you feel pretty good there?
No, we're going to keep it just like it is. And, Ashanti Sistrunk he'll be getting more reps. He's been getting reps, and now he'll get more reps for the depth area in there. And so we'll keep going from there.
Mike, Sam was in here after the game Saturday night and kind of self-diagnosed himself with a couple of broken fingers. Is there anything to that, or?
No, he's fine. He's
fine?
going.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he had just a little broken finger. He'll be fine.
Who takes over?
Sam, he's so funny.
Who takes over some of the other stuff Momo does? The vocal stuff, the checks at the line, that sort of thing.
Well, Dante's been doing a good job of that. Jaquez is doing better at it, and Lakia is communicating. He communicated a lot better in this game than he did in the first game. And then when Willie's in there, Willie does an excellent job of communicating. So really, all of them have to step it up. And we kind of rotated all during fall camp, which I do on purpose. First, second team. So one person wouldn't be always the dominant voice. And so doing that, I think, helped us prepare for this. But again, Momo was excellent at it, and we're going to miss him. So those guys need to step it up and be a little bit more vocal.
Mike, Jalen Julius,
Yes.
you moved him from corner. He's always played corner, but he's really stepped up his safety position. Talk
Right.
a little bit about him.
Yeah, J2 is a very physical player, can cover really well. With what we do, he has to cover a lot. He has to be able to, run the guys down, be active. And I knew with us keeping our bigger guys out there, I needed a guy at that field safety spot that could cover some. And other teams are still going to attack him as we go the year along, but he is a corner that can cover. He's a physical kid. And he's tackled well and done well. So I've been pleased with how J2's played in the first couple games. So the thing that was hard with him at first, when you're out at corner, you don't communicate as much as you do at safety. So that's been getting better and better. He was a lot better this week than he was the first week, and he was a lot better than the first day I moved him there. He didn't say a word, but now he's understanding it.
Mike, on your backup outside linebackers, Luke Knox and Chuck Wiley, have made some plays.
Yeah.
But how are they grading?
They're grading out well. They're athletic, good football players, and we're going to keep needing them. And because our outside backers, they're in base, they're in shark, and they're in nickel. So we need those. And Brendan Williams has done well out there at times. So we need all of those guys to be able to do what we need to do. And I thought they've been playing really well. Luke and I were laughing. He got the shark turnover chain for the first time, so he was excited about that. And it was funny. He was walking down the hallway. All the guys going, "We're getting it from you. We're going to get it from you." So, but they've been doing well. Wiley had a big sack. Luke had the fumble recovery and has done some other good things.